Welcome back, everyone, to the Bourbon Judge. Happy belated 4th of July to everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. For me, I celebrated 4th of July with family and friends up in the lovely state of Vermont, which is where Whistle Pig Distillery is located. So, some great information about Whistle Pig. So they actually started by acquiring a large load of rye whiskey from a Canadian distillery. So they acquire the actual whiskey, and they actually go through the aging process by placing it in white oak American Vermont wooden bourbon barrel. So it goes through the traditional bourbon barrel process, aging process, but by using the oak from the lovely state of Vermont. They're actually now in the process of actually growing their own rye and creating their own, true rye whiskey itself from the lovely state of Vermont, which is really cool. So we'll start to look for some new things coming out to market very soon. But the one we're going to review today is the 10-year, and I will say this is the 10-year. This is actually a single barrel. Typically, if you're in your local stores, you'll find the 10-year age age for 10 years, but at 100 proof. This one, because it's a single barrel, this was actually 114.4 proof. So I was very lucky to acquire this, I believe because I was at the distillery. Some unique things about that. But they also make a 12-year, which is aged, the normal aging process, but also is finished in wine casks. That one's really good, by the way. They make a 15-year, and then they make the wonderful creme de la creme, as I call it, the Boss Hog, which you'll find it for like $500, right? But we're going to go ahead and get into this one. So the normal 10-year, again, aged 10 years, you can typically find it for about $70 to $75 out in the market, just kind of depending on where you're at. And then from an availability standpoint, say Bourbon Judge, is it easy to find? Yes or no? Whistle Pig is typically pretty easy to find, in my opinion. I mean, you may have to look a couple places, but for the most part, you typically can find at least like the 10-year and so forth. So let's go ahead and get into the nose of this. So let's go ahead and just get into the nose. Again, from the color, beautiful. It's like a beautiful honey brown. Beautiful color. Great job, Whistle Pig. To the nose, it's interesting. You smell the oak, and you smell a little bit of honey, but you actually also smell what I think is like almost like a orange peel, like a roasted orange peel, like almost like a roasted flavor, if you will. That smells good. I gotta go ahead and try it, right? Very nice. All right, so a couple of things about this. Number one, when I think of ryes, typically when ryes go down, you typically feel like a burn. I actually don't feel that burn, or I'm sorry, you feel like a dryness. I actually don't feel that dryness. It's actually very smooth, slightly sweet, almost with a little bit of the caramel, but I do still taste those hints of that orange peel, which is really neat. Let me go ahead and finish it. I can't leave some rye whiskey in the glass. You got to finish this. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So again, I'll say you definitely have that, a little bit of that caramel. Definitely those orange notes, that roasted orange peel kind of coming through a little bit. Very smooth going down. And again, there's no dryness, right? Your traditional ryes, you always feel that really deep dry. There's no dryness with this at all. So, as we always say, Bourbon Judge, I need a judgment. Is this the bourbon I'm buying? Is this the bourbon I'm leaving on my shelf? Well, folks, there's only one answer I can give you. The judgment is in. This is an absolute buy. At $70 to $75, this is hands down, in my opinion, the best of the entire Whistle Pig line. So if you think about this one, so $70 to $75, the 12-year, just so you know, beautiful red label, finished in the wine cask. That one is really good. That goes for about $100. That is slightly different because it's finished in a wine cask, so that's slightly in its own category. But when I think about the 15-year or even the Boss Hog, the 15-year, you're probably going to pay about $200, and the Boss Hog, if you're lucky, $475 to $500. When I compared the two of these side by side at Whistle Pig, hands down, this is the best dollar for dollar product that they offer. Better than the 15, better than the Boss Hog. Save yourselves anywhere from $100 to $400 or $500 by going with this product versus going with the other two. Hands down, phenomenal. Hope you folks enjoyed the review today, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel. and we'll see you soon, folks. Thanks. Take care.